All right, guys, we got a second editorial for you today on Friday. Fantastic Friday. This is the second one. I'm uploading this one a little later in the day. As you saw, I did the Colorado Springs one earlier this morning. But this one is for California Citizens Watch. That's right, CCW. CCW, this goes out to you. I'm serious. This is for you, buddy. And I mean that in a good way. So you're going to love this one. He's going to love this one. Cops and guns, cops and guns, cops in anger. Going to Tennessee. Thank you to Knox News for this one. Knoxville, Tennessee. Thank you to Knox News for this story. The assistant chief of the University of Tennessee Police Department resigned Wednesday, 3 weeks after he mistakenly went to the wrong house and pulled a gun on his new next-door neighbor. So they love him now, don't they? Keith Lambert, 32-year veteran of the campus police department who oversaw all day-to-day operations, had been on paid administrative leave since July 29th. That's right, this guy was on paid vacation for pulling a gun on his neighbors. What job can I find? Can I get hired there? Pull a gun on my neighbors and go on vacation? Police officers, and this is from Chief Troy Lane, quote, "Police officers should be seen as people who solve problems. We take our responsibility to the community very seriously. When our high standards are not met, we take action." And that was Chief Troy Lane announcing Lambert's resignation. Now, Lambert and his wife bought a new house on July 22nd. 2 days later, Lambert drove to the Hardin Valley subdivision and pulled into the cul-de-sac. He told UTPD, University of Tennessee Police Department, Internal Affairs Investigator Lieutenant Donnie Ross, he pushed the button on his garage door opener, fumbled it, and sat back to see two vehicles inside an open garage. Ross wrote in his report, quote, "Lambert said he thought someone must have broken into his house and were inside stealing some items. But it wasn't his garage. It was that of Valerie Slowick, who had just come outside with her 10-year-old daughter. They were about to leave when Slowick, said Lambert, a stranger in plain clothes, got out of his car, walked into her garage, pulled out a handgun, and began yelling at her. 'What the f*** are you doing here? This is my house,' she quoted Lambert as saying, describing him as psychotic and manic." So this guy was out of control. Slowick tried to tell Lambert her family had lived there for 2 years, according to the report, but he didn't believe her. Slowick's husband heard the noise and came outside with their 11-year-old child to find a man holding a pistol. Lambert continued to argue with the family, telling them, "I'm a cop. This is my house." Purr. "No, it's not, you dumb shit. You live next door." Till one of the children started to scream, the report states. Lambert then realized his mistake, backed out of the garage, and apologized before driving away. Here we go. This is what I want to get you to. The Slowicks called 911 and filed a report with the Knox County Sheriff's Office. Lambert, on the other hand, did not tell University of Tennessee Police Department Chief Troy Lane about the encounter until he learned about the report the next day. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. I pulled a gun on a lady last night. It slipped my mind. Yeah, because, you do that every day, right? In his internal affairs review, Lambert denied using profanity with the family and said he never pointed a gun at anyone. But it does say here Lambert also could not recall that there were two children present, according to the internal affairs report. Now, the assistant chief said he did not consume alcohol that day, though it's unclear from the report whether he was tested for drug and alcohol use. The report doesn't say whether he was tested or not, but the assistant chief said he did not consume alcohol that day. But then they noted here, it's unclear from the report whether he was tested or not. So I want to know, was he tested for drug and alcohol use? Was he intoxicated? The chief said, well, no, he wasn't. Was he tested? No. How do you know he wasn't drinking? He told me. I don't know. I made that up. And I made it up based on this paragraph. It's unclear from the report whether he was tested for drug and alcohol use. We don't know if he was. We don't know if he was not. We need to know. At least the Slowicks need to know. Did they have a drunk man in their garage with a gun? We're going to get to this. Lambert said he may have confused the Slowicks' house for his own because he had focused more on the interior of the house and had only been there a few times. He just moved in, right? We're going down here. There's just a whole story. You can go read it. I want to get to a certain point before the end here. The investigation by the sheriff's office led to no criminal charges being filed. No criminal charges. He pulls a gun on the wrong people. No criminal. Oh, come on. He's a cop, man. He just made a mistake. We all do it. I've never pulled a fucking gun on anybody by mistake. The Knox County District Attorney General's office reviewed the case and opted not to prosecute because he's a cop. What do you guys, you think you had to be told that? The campus police department's investigation, however, found Lambert, whose lengthy personnel file contained no record of prior disciplinary action. But they did find he violated a slew of policies surrounding handguns, the use of force, and reporting violations. Assistant Chief Lambert's behavior and reaction to this incident leaves a lot of questions as to why he reacted the way he did, Donnie Ross wrote. And, of course, he resigned. So there's that story for you guys this afternoon. Have a great Friday. That was for C-Dub out there. University cop going crazy with a gun. And no charges. Well, come on. The guy should have been charged with a crime. In my opinion. I'm going to get criticism for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. News Now Ukaipa. Happy Friday, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you later.